Hi guys, welcome to Investing with JYK, and today we'll discuss another arbitrage. Oh yay! All right, so this arbitrage is on NKP. It's called NKWE Platinum. It's also traded on the Australian Stock Exchange. It's a micro cap. It's tiny. It's even smaller than Kangaroo, and it's $80 million, and before the thing it was something like $30 million. So it's just tiny, as small as you can think it is. It's like barely existent. Okay, and then the purchaser is Zijin Mining, and it's a Chinese mining company. It does copper and precious metals, and it is, I think it's the largest Chinese miner. It has a $76 billion valuation. So it's a ginormous fish swallowing a tiny fish. That's good. And then the current price is 9 cents, exactly 9 cents. It has increased by 0.001%. I mean 0.001 Australian dollars in the past day. Oh my god. Yeah, and you would get paid 10 cents per share. So the gain is about 11%, about 10%, sorry, 10%. That's odd. I think I calculated this wrong. Wait a second. 10 divided by dot 9. Yeah, it should be 11. Why is this? Huh? A percentage gain is wrong. R3 minus cash minus. Oh, sorry. There is a trading fee here. Never mind. Yeah, 10%. Yeah, so this is 10%. And then in terms of closing date, it's not entirely. We don't know exactly, but I'm gonna assume it's somewhere, in by the end of November, because the special general meeting is going to happen on 24th of October, and the annualized return is going to be like 80%. And if this thing closes by the end of the year, maybe this thing will go to, let's see what it is, 12, 31, 50%, 47%, so not bad. Okay, so let's dig a little bit deeper. So you search for here, and then you can have this stuff here, but look at the shareholder circular, which has more information, and let's see. So a couple of things. There is this fairness opinion thing, which is basically a rubber stamp, and so they found some third party that said this thing is worth between 80 cents and 15 cents, and therefore the 10 cent that was offered to NKP shareholders is within the range. Okay, so that's rubber stamp 1. And it's recommended by all the board of directors. And it basically needs to be, actually, let's look at here. What are the conditions, right? So the conditions, blah, 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 blah. That has to be regulatory approvals. So some Australian, actually, where the hell is NKP? Sorry, I've never even looked at it. I think it's within Australia. Where is this? Garatau is in where? Steelport town has 2 P's. an odd name. Where is that? Limpopo. That's a country? Oh, South Africa. I didn't even know it was South African. Well. Okay. Somewhere in South Africa. So what they would need South African approval, which I have not heard them turning things down. Fairness opinion, we've just seen it was approved that NKWE needs to approve based on Bermuda law and no material adverse changes. Okay, so here we go. They need at least 75% of NKWE shareholders to approve. And the funny thing is, if you look at JJM something, oh yeah, there we go. Zijing already owns 60% of NKP, and they said that they intend to vote. I think those, yeah, here it says, is entitled to vote. So all you need is a 15% to vote. So you know, less than half of the remaining shareholders. And then they had some significant premium, I think. Yeah, significant premium. Look at this crazy stuff. It's basically, you know, you get a 2x. So who's going to say no? And these are all the conditions, basically. And so the only thing we don't know the sure answer, but I've never seen anything being turned down. Is like South African government saying no, not selling, but that is unlikely. And in terms of closing date, we don't know exactly, but if you look at the timeline, oh, sorry, there was a timeline somewhere. I think indicative. Timetable, yes, here we go. Timetable. Yeah, so 24th of this month is when the general meeting will be held, and we don't know when the effective date will be. I'm going to assume it's going to be within a month of the special general meeting, and it's a tiny company. I don't even think that the South African government agency is going to care too much. And the payment will be done within 10 business days. And they also have another date that says something like, if something doesn't happen, here we go. If something doesn't happen by March next year, then nothing will happen. I don't think it's very relevant here. So just to recap, Chinese mining company buying a South African mining company that's public in the Australian stock exchange. And the spread is about 10%, including fees, and annualized returns, 50 to 80%, let's say. Okay, that's it for today, and see you next time.